every year, in the beginning of the year, the Hebrew nation is finalizing reading the Torah in 1 year. Now, it's already for 26 centuries like that. And we need to ask ourselves why. What exactly the Hebrew nation finds in this Torah that it's reading it every year from the beginning to the end? Especially when we're looking around and we see this big scientific knowledge that we have today in almost every field that we're looking around, through the medicine issue, to the science in the heaven, in the sky, in the stars, in the space, through the animal science. The universities are full with all sorts of researchers that are looking and trying to find everything that's happening in our world. Is the wisdom of Torah equivalent to the scientific knowledge? Is the wisdom of Torah give us the same benefits of the scientific knowledge? Why do we put so much emphasis to this wisdom of Torah? What are we gaining from this wisdom of Torah? To understand that, let me take as an example when someone is buying a car. He is getting a new car and he's trying to drive this new car, and you have two ways of researching this car. One way, it's much hard way, maybe it's a lot of adventure, is to try to push all the buttons, to drive, long drive, short drive, to try to find everything how it's working. Now, if you won't have any car accident, usually I hope that you won't have, you will manage to understand how exactly to drive this car. But much more clever way, easier way to take the manufacturer instructions and to try to learn how to work this car out. And this is the same issue with the Torah. As an educator who led staff and people in schools, I had the privilege of learning all sorts of NLP issues or other things, and how to have influence on others, how to speak and to have influence on others. And most of the times, people that taught us those things were very terrified, and they always had all sorts of warning that those secret ingredients that they are teaching us won't fall to the wrong ears. So people will use it only for good, not to bad things. And on the same issue, God gave us here this world, He created this world, and He is asking us to use it for good. And this is what the Torah is giving us. So it's very important to learn all these scientific issues and to learn how this world is working, but how to use it in the best way, in the good way for everybody, all together, all of us that are sitting in this world. This is exactly what the Torah is giving us. So it's important, these scientific issues, but from the other side, it's not less important, the issue of Torah. And I want to go another step deeper inside. Let's say, for example, that you're going to buy a car, but this time you're not taking a fixed, closed car. You're taking something else. You're getting some sort of a Lego car that you can rebuild the car in the way that it's suitable for you. And more than that, the manufacturer who is giving you this car is also giving you the source or the source power of this car and how to work the source power in the best way. So you can use it in 100% this source power, or you can use it in less than 100%. And you can sit down at home and organize, rebuild for yourself this car in the most profound way, that it will be in the best way that you need or that you want this car to work for you. Of course, this is the most, I will say, powerful thought, that you can have this car in this way. But this is exactly how the world is working. The world was created through the will of the Creator. If we study His will, and this is the Torah, we will be attached to the source of life, of all life, of all of this creation. And this is exactly what we find in this Torah. The old Hebrew nation is holding those, I will say, secret ingredients in this, to learn this Torah, to understand this Torah with the oral Torah that we also got, not only the written Torah, so we can get closer and be attached to the will of God who created this world. And it's like getting this car, this world, like Lego blocks, but also to get connected to the source power of this world. This is what we find in this Torah. And this is also attaching us to the world after this world, to the world that will become after this world, where people will go back to be alive. Now, it's not a scientific thought, this issue of getting back our life back after people died. The knowledge that we got from the prophecy world, it's a different world. And all of this we're explaining in very depth, and I'm inviting you to take the link that is attached to this video to partner with us for learning this Torah, this Bible in the right way through the secrets of the old Hebrew nation, and to get attached to the will of God and to have a better life for you, for the next generation, and get part with us to our growing community of this better world. See you.